There are just 4 races remaining in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series season as these 42 drivers head for the second time this season to the Lowe Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina for the running of the UAW-GM Quality 500 under the lights here at the Lowe Motor Speedway. Always a fun event for these drivers and the fans in the stands. This is going to be a tremendous show as we only have 4 races left to crown a champion. Keegan Thompson has a pretty good gap over the cars behind him who are trying to fight to get up there to him. We'll have to see how it all plays out here at the Lowe Motor Speedway, and if Keegan can extend that points lead and go into the final 3 races feeling pretty confident in that 5 car. At the front of the field, many drivers who have had good seasons but not the best seasons are starting up inside the top 5, top 10. Mathis Wells for Joe Gibbs Racing has claimed pole just like Chris Jericho did here earlier in the season. Conrad Evans will start in 2nd. Chris Jericho will start in 3rd. Riley Spurtube, a really good practice result, really good qualifying result in 4th. And Brett Sear, who won here earlier in the season in the World 600, completes the top 5. Other drivers that maybe not names you used to be seeing at the front. Hagita starts in 8th, Hunter starts in 9th, and starting in 10th is Nathan Baird. How about Laura Chung in 11th, Ryan Wilson in 12th. Back in 13th, that's where you find points leader Keegan Thompson as he extended it out after a good race at Martinsville. 2nd in points now belongs to his teammate, the 24 of Justin Zajdel. Zajdel will start this race in the 6th position in that 24 car, so he starts about 7 spots higher than Keegan Thompson. The man who has been fighting Keegan for most of the season in points, Trey Bardo, has once again failed post-qualifying inspection just like he did at Darlington a few races ago. He'll be starting in the 41st position. He's lost 2nd in points. He's now 3rd in points in that fight for the championship. The hole keeps getting deeper and deeper for Trey Bardo as he has failed post-qualifying inspection from the 9th starting spot. Same could be said for Roger, who was set to start in 13th here today at the Lowe Motor Speedway. It is a beautiful night for racing here in the UAW-GM Quality 500. 73 degrees with clear skies under the lights. There is a little bit of wind as well here at the Lowe Motor Speedway, but no chance of rain. Will be just good to go here tonight for the UAW-GM Quality 500. Some track facts here. The Lowe Motor Speedway located in Concord, North Carolina. 1.5 miles in length, 24 degrees of banking in the corners, 5 degrees on the front stretch and the back stretch. One of the oldest tracks we go to. First race here obviously back in 1981. The past 5 winners here at the Lowe Motor Speedway, the second Lowe Motor Speedway race of the season. You have some drivers like Roland Emmerich. Brayson Collins has won 2 of the last 5 here at the Lowe Motor Speedway in this 500 miler. Also, Nat Wagner won the last time out here in that Joe Gibbs Racing 20, who starts on pole in this one. So obviously Joe Gibbs Racing brought that same speed. Same with Josie Androvich, who is running for the number 12 Penske ride. That Penske ride starts in 7th here tonight at the Lowe Motor Speedway. And it is a 67-lap race in the fuel window. That's where it gets interesting. 28 to 33 laps, which means these drivers are borderline on one stop. But will we get some yellows during the race to change that? We saw earlier in the season, the World 600, how crazy that race was with yellows. Will we see something like that here as it's ending out the season? How crazy the driver's going to be trying to get those wins like they saw with Jay Renault at Martinsville. Which underdog is going to be pressing hard in this race, trying to get their first ever NASCAR Winston Cup Series victory? We'll all find out here at the Lowe Motor Speedway. Let's go down trackside to fire the cars up for 67 laps around the Lowe Motor Speedway.
Drivers, start your engines.
And the field rolls off the starting grid as they get ready to do battle here at the Lowe Motor Speedway for the UAW-GM Quality 500. Starting in 6th place, Justin Zajdel, the best average start of anyone this season. He's been phenomenal in qualifying. However, some bad race results earlier in the season put him behind the 8 ball in terms of his teammate Keegan Thompson. Now he's trying to play catch up. He's 2nd in points after Martinsville, but he's over a full race back of Keegan. If Keegan has issues tonight and Zajdel gets a top 5, top 3, maybe even wins the thing, Zajdel will be right on top of Keegan Thompson in terms of fighting for that championship. We'll see what Seidel can do here tonight at the Lowe Motor Speedway. Back in 13th, that's where you're going to find Keegan Thompson. So many wins this season. He has been very hot throughout numerous races this season. He'll now start in 13th. Maybe that team taking a little bit more conservative approach in that 5 car as they look to try and just maintain that points and not do anything too crazy, and they can try and get it done. And launch for the man Keegan Lynn in that 42, starting just inside the top 20. Performed really well here earlier in the season, almost won the World 600. Does that team with that same speed here at the Lowe Motor Speedway this time. Pace car to pit road. Mathis Wells, Conrad Evans on the front row. Jericho Spurley Tube 3rd and 4th. Sierra, the earlier winner here, rounds out the top 5. Wells steps on the gas. Green flag in the air, racing at the Lowe Motor Speedway. Already that inside lane working better. See right there, the inside moving forward. Seidel gets down in line as the front 2 JGR cars get away. Wells leading, Jericho in second. Jericho gets a nice run off turn number 4 there. 3 wide behind his lower. Chunk goes to the inside. Wells leads lap 1, but they're going to be 3 wide for the lead. Exit of the quad oval. Sierra takes it to the inside. 3 wide to turn 1. Will they be able to make it work through 1 and 2? Jericho trying to squirt through the middle on top. Wells with Collins up behind him. 3 wide for the back of the pack. Sierra's going to get second. Zajdel for third, trying to get out the madness behind as his teammate Keegan Thompson also comes forward. There's the 5, charging on the inside as they all slap the banking through 3 and 4. 3 wide again back there. 2 DI cars getting close with Lowe chugging the 23 as well. Jericho leads in the 18 though. Sierra coming up. He's up to second. Zeidel's now third. Wells back to fourth. Spurley Tube in a battle for fifth with the 12 of Mitchell Collins. The yellow is out already. And it's the 97 Jordan Edwards, the 88 Jordan Stout involved. Lathan Strickland, maybe some others as well. But we know the 88 and the 97 got the worst of it. Very hard contact there. Back around to the yellow lap number 3. Sierra looks to take the lead for Jericho as they go through 3 and 4. Sierra gets it in the 25. He'll lead at the yellow flag. Jericho will be second. Teammate Wells in third. And everyone gets to the line cleanly back behind as the first yellow is out early on here in the UAW-GM Quality 500. But this is going to be interesting now. Remember the field window, 28 to 33 laps. This race, 67 laps long. You could possibly expect to see some drivers come down pit road here, try and get fuel, and then they can make it to the end, or make it to the end one more stop after this. So maybe, just maybe, you could see some of these drivers come down pit road. Yeah, they're catching up to the pace car, but with how low they're running, I think they're going to come in. And surprising that Sierra didn't go contest to get that spot back. He just faded in line in third, not wanting to get that spot back. He just gave up the lead entering pit road. So kind of shocking there. Jericho also gave up second. He'll be fourth now entering pit roads. The majority of the field, if not the whole field, looks like maybe coming down pit road. Jacob Boyd also in pit road on Noah Clifton, so he was obviously involved. There's Strickland, the damage he has in the 33. But as you can see, the field has come down the pit lane. In fact, the pace car is lonely out on the racetrack. Everyone has come down pit road. Wells the first one in, and with that number 1 pit stall, it's going to be very hard to beat that 20 team off pit road. But what do they do here? What do these teams do? Fuel only 2 tires, 4 tires. There actually Sierra and Wells. Some drivers taking 2, some drivers taking fuel only. It's going to mix up the running order. Some drivers taking 4 tires on this one, including Zajdel and Jericho. So a lot of fuel only, a lot of 2 tires, and some 4 tires as well. Going to shake up the running order here, the UAW-GM Quality 500. The field now all mixed up as we've had some different pit strategies here. Out in front, Brett Sierra and Mathis Wells were close coming off pit road. A lot of some damaged cars as well. Let's go see what happened. Yellow flag is out early on here at the Lowe Motor Speedway. Look at this pack of cars racing off turn number 4, and they get 4 wide. Sammer Jr. into Luca Iger and Keegan Lynn. Stout gets clipped trying to avoid it by Edwards. Iger goes around Stout hard into the outside concrete. Jordan Edwards slams into the concrete as well. Luca Iger comes up. He slams the outside wall. Stout gets hit hard by Jacob Boyd. See 97 off the ground. Boyd spinning around there. Strickland hitting Luca Iger. Walker Davis trying to make it through. Baby Rose trying to as well. It looks like that is at the 4 via Pez back there. It is. So we had a pretty good sized incident here at the Lowe's Mercer to bring out the yellow flag. As you can see, a good number of cars involved in this one. And the worst of it definitely being the 88 Jordan Stout and the 97 of Jordan Edward. Here's another look coming off the corner, 4 wide, and just a bunch of contact hard to the wall. Look at that 97, the hit he got from Jacob Boyd. There's Iger still getting hit. He gets hit by the sliding number 88. So we had a good amount of cars involved in this one. The first accident of the night here at the Lowe Speedway. And it might not be the last one with how these drivers have been racing so far. It's been very aggressive. Brett Sierra, Mathis Wells in a drag race off pit road. Sierra thinks he has it. Wells thinks he has it. We'll see what the officials say for the restart, which will come early on here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Back to green this time at the Lowe's Motor Speedway, cleaning up the first accident early on. Mathis Wells, the pole there, back out front over Brett Sierra. Out from that crash, Walker Davis, Lathan Strickland, and Jordan Stout. Jacob Boys now one lap down, cars on the tail end of the lead lap. Noah Clifton, Diego Lopez, and Jordan Edwards will all be in front of the leaders with some damage. This will be an interesting restart for those drivers for sure. Last car basically on the lead lap, Luca Iger in the 14, back in the 35th position along with Luke Rainey. Trey Bardo moved up nicely from 41st up to 27th there. Used some pit strategies well to get up there. Roger Ray now 29th, but Keegan Thompson inside the top 5 in 4th. So it's Mathis Wells leading the way in the 20 car. In second place, we have Brett Sierra. Riley Spurgeon is now 3rd. Keegan Thompson is 4th. And Conrad Evans in 5th. Nathan Baird is currently up to 6th. Ryan Wilson is 7th. Forrest Carr on 4 tires. Zajdel is in 8th. Jericho also on 4 tires in 9th. And Mitch Corbett's now 10th. Then you have the number 12, Mitchell Collins in 11th. There's Jacob Boyd, 1 lap down. You have Jack Haas there. You have Eli Bright, Colin Teague, Anderson Reed as well. Then you have the 16 Burnett, the 1 of Fernandez. There's Agita. There's Kukulan. There's Evan Hunter. So there is the top half of the field for the restart. Mathis Wells, the control car from pole position. 3 lap cars in front of him as they come around to the quad oval and the green flag back in the air at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. And these cars not going too well. You can see Wells already taken to the inside. Sierra really spun the tires from second. Spurgeon going to take advantage of the inside. Seidel with a good restart. Those 4 tires takes to the inside. The 44 of Ryan Wilson. As Wells now clogged up behind 2 lap cars. Spurgeon going to have a nice run off turn number 2. Can't really take it anywhere. There's going to have to push that 20 car by all these lap cars. Everyone fighting for the bottom lane, trying to root some drivers up out of the groove, including Nathan Baird got shoved up by the 24 Zajdel. Wells clears and leads, but Spurgeon fights to the inside off turn number 4. Trying to get down there. Heads up from Keegan Thompson in car number 5. Off to turn number 1. Spurgeon down to the inside of Wells. For the race lead, side by side. About 6 cars get clear of lap traffic. Spurgeon clears and leads. Thompson up to second, looking for 5 bonus points here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Here comes Zajdel trying to stop that from happening. Dives low for 3rd, but Thompson's already low for the lead on Riley's Tube. Side by side off turn number 4. Thompson gets the advantage. Zajdel can't do anything about it, and Keegan Thompson leads the lap for 5 bonus points. Zajdel wants to keep him from leading the most laps now. Fighting to the inside of turn 1. Good push from Jericho. Remember the 24 and the 18 both on 4 tires, making nice progress through the field. Zajdel clears and leads, but Jericho fights to the inside. Heads up from teammate Mathis Wells. Side by side to turn 3 and 4. Jericho trying to fight clear the 24. Also trying to stay clear of the 20. Oh, so close. Yellow is back out. Anderson Reed involved. Oh, Iger's upside down. DeLello also involved. It looks like it's a massive one here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway on lap number 11. Yellow again in this race. Can't believe that we have not been able to get a green flag run in at all. And now what do these drivers do for pit road and pit strategy? Do you come in again? Do you stay out? Looks like it was about 3 cars involved in this one. Unfortunate break. So now what does the pit strategy do? Come in again? Do you stay out? I'd be wanting to stay out, obviously, but we'll have to see what some of these drivers and teams think. They had just come down pit road. We know they can probably make it on just one more stop from that one. Does anyone come in? It looks like Jericho won't. Wells won't. Keegan Thompson will in the 5, giving up track position. That's a very gutsy call. You have to think that if drivers took fuel only, or even 2 tires, they'd be ones wanting to come down because they didn't get as much fuel in as drivers who took 4. So very interesting here, this strategy. But we'll have to see how it all plays out. Trey Bardo stayed out, so he'll be in front of Keegan Thompson on the racetrack. Likewise for Zajdel, he'll be out there on the racetrack up at the front of the field, while Keegan Thompson will be back in traffic in basically a mess of cars. See Lord Chung done for the night as Keegan Thompson takes 2 tires. He'll be the first car off pit road. So a yellow flag around lap number 10 will shake up the running order once again. Chris Jericho leads in the 18. He stays out. Keegan Thompson first off pit road. Let's go see what brought out this second caution of the night. 3 wide battling off into turn number 1. Aaron Sarita in the middle of it all. Logan Williams down low. Comes up, pinches the 40. And that contact spins Aaronson Reed out of control up into the outside concrete. Very hard to impact right there for Aaronson Reed. Now he's sideways on the track. Cars get low to get by, but at some point there's going to be cars side by side. They can't find a way to avoid this 40. So he starts rolling down the track. Luca Iger's going to hit off Aaronson right there. Hard hit down into Lowe, and it flips the 14 up and into the outside concrete. Lynn and Boyd, oh, Boyd just a little scuff right there, but Luca Iger, definitely the worst end of this accident as he hit the 40 hard and then got clobbered by DeLello as the 14 spun back down the track and it flipped that 14 over. What a scary, scary just slide right there for Luca Iger as well on his roof. And I don't believe this car ever comes back on all fours. I believe it stays on its roof this whole accident. So a scary one for the number 14 driver here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Here's another look. Just that little contact right there got Reed into him. And right here comes Iger. Oh. Oh. Scare one for Luca Iger. Luckily, Jacob Boyd was able to get low enough and not hit that 14 worse than he did. Just a little scrape right there. Could have been a lot worse if Boyd ran right into him as he was on his lid like that, spinning around. Very, very scary accident. It's going to take multiple cars out of this one. We saw Laura Chung had damage. I'm wondering where she got that from. If it was under this caution, perhaps. There she is. She is clean right here. So, what happens to Laura Chung? Trying to see here. You know, people are stacking up as cars are trying to get into position. I'm wondering how she gets this damage, though. Because at this point... Oh, right there. Hagita and Yepes make contact. And Chung, nowhere to go, runs into it. So a tough break there for Laura Chung. See everyone taken to the grass, trying to avoid. Everyone kind of all out of control here, trying to get through this without any contact at all, without any damage. So Chris Jericho leads them back around to the caution. He stays out. He'll keep the race lead. Car number 18, car number 20. They're 1-2 for Jogas Racing here at the UAW-GM Quality 500. This race will restart after its second caution on lap number 15. Not even a quarter of the way done. We've had 2 cautions already in this race. It's been a chaotic one for sure, and we have some more names to go to the garage area done for the night. Aaronson Reed, Luca Iger, Zachary DeLello, and Laura Chung all done here tonight. Yepes, Edwards, Boyd, Clifton all 1 lap down. Leaves us 31 cars left running. First car off pit road, Keegan Thompson will restart in the 27th position. 26 cars stayed out. Thompson has a long way to go. Now he's in that traffic, which has been oh so dangerous so far tonight. Bardo's up to 18th, and Zeidel's currently in 3rd in that 24 car. Chris Jericho leads in the 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing. His teammate Mathis Wells in 2nd. Justin Zajdel, the 24, is in 3rd. Conrad Evans is in 4th, and Riley Spurgeon in 5th. There's Mitchell Collins in 6th. Matthew Burnett in 7th. 8th place for Jack Haas. Mitch Corbett's 9th, and Brett Searer, winner here earlier in the season, in 10th. Kukulan is currently in 11th. Eli Bright is 12th. Williams in 13th. Teagan 14th. Hernandez in 15th. Then there's Mills. There's Richardson. There's Bardo in 18th. Beal in 19th. And 20th place is Roger. So the 2 cars who failed inspection coming from the last row, both inside the top 20 after this new pit strategy. Jericho, Wells, the control cars for this restart, as Jericho will take it from the lead. Remember, earlier in the season here in the World 600, he was caught on the wrong side of some silliness under a yellow flag. Took him out of the running with a really good car. Back green and Zajdel, a great restart to the inside. Wells, he goes to turn 1. Zajdel really wants to lead a lap here in this race for 5 bonus points. Keegan did. Zajdel really wants to cancel that out, especially knowing Keegan's now back in 27th in the danger zone, back in the pack. Down the back straightaway, Zajdel trying to get a pull for the 18 to stay clear of the 28, then dive to the ends of the 18 and 3 and 4 right here maybe. See these cars getting tight through 3 and 4. Spurgeon taking up the racetrack. Burnett looking 3 wide. Zajdel for the lead. Jericho to his outside. Zajdel trying to look down there, but not quite there on the 18 quite yet. But Burnett's 3 wide to the inside for 3rd. Won earlier in the season at Dover, the only win for Roush Racing this season from Matthew Burnett. Looking to get another one. Conrad Evans up to 4th. Jack Haas up to 5th in the 93 car. Saw his teammate Randall win last race at Martinsville, thinking, why not me? This race at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. As Zaidel's going to take the lead from Jericho through 3 and 4. That's going to be 5 bonus points right there. Lead a lap in the UAW-GM Quality 500. Zajdel leads right there. Big bonus points right there. Haas up to 4th. Evans now 5th. 3 wide behind them. Kukulan coming low. He started poorly in this race. All the Roush cars really didn't start well. They all started outside the top 20. The highest starting was Colin Teagan 21st. Well, here's Burnett moving up to 3rd. Kukulan up inside the top 10. And there's Trey Bardo moving up as well in the 3 car. Moving up right by Mitch Corbett, looking for that spot. And then looking for some more as well. Evans by Jack Haas as Jericho takes it from Zajdel, but now Burnett wants to take it from Jericho, looking low as we now have 50 laps to go at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. 4th and 5th trying to get lined up along with all these others. How about Anthony making progress on the restart, up to 8th place for the driver of the 1 car. There's Bardo, got clear Mitch Corbett, now he's coming forward. There's Keegan Thompson back there. He's out of basically the biggest mess, which is a little bit further back in the pack, but he's still in a danger zone. If something happens in front of him, he can definitely get involved. 12 of Collins forced to the outside by the 1 of Hernandez, who's flying up through the field. That 1 car looks sporty after this run up to 7th place. He has more spots in front of him. Evans to the outside in front of him. He can try and get that as Burnett may have shoved Jericho up the racetrack. He goes to the inside of the 18. Jericho almost into the wall off turn number 2. Seidel's going to fight to the inside for 2nd. Kukulon going for 4th on Haas. And then Hernandez wants a top 5 in the 1 car on Haas. Burnett clears and leads for the 16 team. Zajdel clears in 2nd. Now he wants the lead from Burnett, flying to the inside. Burnett able to lead the lap, but Zajdel is the preferred lane to turn 1. And here comes Burnett's teammate Kukulon up to the front. The lowest starting Roush Racing car now up inside the top 5. Up inside the top 3, up inside the top 2. Keegan Thompson forced to the outside. Bardo now moving up inside the top 10 from 41st on the grid. Look at Hernandez. Slices to the inside. They might be 3 wide off 4. That is for 3rd, 3 wide. Jericho and Hernandez pinching each other. Burnett still on the outside of that. They clear the 3 back to double file. 2 cars trying to get away from the madness behind. Jericho trying to get clear in 3rd. Hernandez doesn't want that to happen, but has to let happen. The 18 too strong through the middle right there. Hernandez still fighting though on the inside. Look at him go. Bardo to 9th. Thompson on the outside falling back. Here comes Jack Haas for 4th on the 1 of Hernandez. Mathis Wells the pulls here, looking 3 wide. One might get a nice run, get clear here. It's going to be oh so close off the corner. Bardo by teammate Evans for 8th. Madness happening at the front of the field here in the UAW-GM Quality 500 at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Positions being traded all over the place as Wells move up inside the top 5. And there's Trey Bardo. That 3 car, we know it's strong at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Finished 2nd here earlier in the season. So Bardo obviously we knew was going to be fast. Just a matter of if he can make his way through the pack. Well, at the moment, he's done it. Now he's trying to fend off Mitchell Collins to keep that spot. That's currently 6th place for Bardo. Really good run up through the field. As Collins to the inside, the 12 has helped, so I don't think he's going to be able to keep that pass made. Jericho wants 2nd from Kukulon. He's also being pressured by the 1 of Hernandez to get that spot. Oh, so close off the corner right there. Thompson clear in the 5. Currently in the 15th position, about right where he started, just 2 spots lower. Oh, Jericho's going to dive it low on Kukulon this time. Too good of a run, did not take it. He gets down there side by side for 2nd. Wells to the inside for 4th. We do have traffic already ahead. It's the 21 of Jacob Boyd that the leaders will catch. And this, you know, the Lowe's Motor Speedway is not a very wide track because they're 3 wide off turn number 2 for 3rd place. But the Lowe's Motor Speedway, not a very wide track, so when you catch lap traffic, could be a big detriment to drivers' races. Could be very hard to get out of the way if you're a lap car. Wells a big thread move to get his way up to 3rd as they catch lap traffic and they're side by side. Jericho on the inside is going to make it work, and he clears and leads off Seidel, who looks to get low. Wells, look at him fly around the inside 3 wide, never lifting out of the gas. There may have been some contact, may have been a great move out. Wells gets to 2nd place, has a run for the lead now because his momentum was never slowed. Look at the 1 for Hernandez, stuck on the outside, nowhere to go. Bardo moves by the inside, 0 moves by. Hernandez going to fall inside the top 10 just like that, so he's battling for a 3rd place spot. Now he's going to be fighting to just stay inside the top 15 because he's stuck behind Jacob Boyd. Oh, that's a tough break for Hernandez. Can try and get down right here in front of Keegan Thompson. Will do just that. Thompson also flies around the inside like Wells. A little bit more room in between them that time. Wells, meanwhile, takes the lead from Jericho, his teammate. Now Mitchell Collins up to 2nd for Penske. How about that? Collins to P2. Jericho back to 3rd. Zajdel now 4th. And Conrad Evans up to 5th. Then you have Kukulon in 6th. Jack Haas in 7th. There's Bardo going for that 7th spot on Jack Haas. Ryan Wilson up inside the top 10 for Penny Enterprises. Keyshawn Richardson moving forward. There is Keegan Thompson looking to get by as they're 3 right behind Hernandez. It's now fallen all the way back to 16th. Tough break there for the 1 of Hernandez. You can try and get back though. That car looked really, really good. Hopefully it just keeps that long run pace in it. 40 laps to go at the line. It has been chaotic here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway early on as Bardo moves up to 6th by teammate Conrad Evans, and Ryan Wilson making progress in the 44 car. Wilson is flying up here. Jericho wants second from Collins. Wells able to keep the lead. The pole sitter still leading this race. Bardo looking to crack the top 5 for the first time tonight. Dives inside of Kukulon. Some contact for third between Zajdel and Collins. They got close, but luckily no further contact was made between those two as Bardo's for the first tonight inside the top 5. He wants the top 3, looking for more off turn number 4. Look at that rotation for the 3 car. Such a strong run. 3 wide to third for Trey Bardo. He's not giving in. Oh, crash on the front stretch. Multiple cars involved. The yellow will come out. Who is it? It's Corbett. It's Bright. It's Randall, the Martinsville winner. It's Jacob Boyd. It's Bibi Ruiz. Luke Rennie may have somehow missed it along with Roger Ray, but it's a multi-car incident on the front stretch here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Wells trying to protect for a second off Bardo, who has a nice run coming off turn number 4. Jericho's going to lead us back to the yellow. Who will be second? Will be Wells or Bardo to the line? Mathis Wells will be second at the line. Ryan Wilson is up to 4th in the 44 car. Keegan Thompson currently scored in 14th, but now we're coming around to 37 to go. They can't make it from here, but they would be closer on the window. I'd have to think drivers are going to come down, get 4 tires and fuel, and then if we don't get another yellow, they'll be pitting around 5 to go or so. So this could be a chaotic end to the race if we don't get another yellow flag. Yeah, it could be very, very close on fuel, and it could be whoever pushes it the farthest could be the winner of this one. Bardo's up to 3rd, Ryan Wilson up to 4th. Some tremendous runs through the field for many drivers, as we'll see what the strategy is, to pit or not to pit. That is the big question at this moment. Coming to complete lap number 30, the leaders think it is time to pit. Jericho is in, Wells is in, and obviously very smart. They're going to have to pit within the next 10 or so laps anyway. Might as well get out of the way now. Even though you can't make it from here, it'd be foolish to stay out and risk falling a lap down and then a yellow coming out. Looks like some drivers may have gotten damaged and have come down pit road early to get that fixed up as Jericho's into his pit stall. All 4 tires, and I would be shocked to see any 2 tire changes. There's Trey Bardo leaving. Really good pit stop for the 3 car. Jericho trying to leave before him. It's going to be tight off pit road. Bardo may have gotten the 18. That was a really good pit stop for the 3 team, and I think he may have beaten the 18 off pit road. I think Trey Bardo is going to be leading this race after failing inspection. It has not even been halfway, and he's going to be leading the UAW-GM Quality 500 at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Tremendous, tremendous pit stop for the 3 team. They get off first. They beat Jericho. I think, no, they're going to give it to Jericho the line. So how about this? The 18 keeps the lead. I thought the 3 had it. That was oh so close. Can't believe that Jericho was able to just get enough off pit road right there. The 3rd yellow's out just before the midpoint here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Caution flag. Let's go see what happened. Coming off of turn number 4, Nolan Lawrence on the inside of Jose Mills, and Mills, I think, got crowned a little bit by the 26, lost the nose on his car, gets up into Mitch Corbett, who gets down to his teammate Lawrence. Lawrence able to keep it going straight. Corbett, though, spins up into the outside concrete. Eli Bright can't really tell where he's going, commits to the high side, and impacts off the 66 right there. Now you have 2 slow cars in the groove. Ruiz going to come in and just nail Corbett, which clips Eli Bright, which gets Randall involved. Hagita rear ends the 22, so tough break right there. There's Jacob Boyd and some others coming in. Boyd able to get through. It looks like Luke Rennie right here as the 22 comes off the wall. Boyd hits right there, and Luke right here. Maybe a little bit of contact right there that they were about to come in early. But pretty big impact towards the back of the field here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Here's another look off the corner. One little touch and turned into multiple cars involved in this one. Oh, look at those hits. Pretty big ones. There's Boyd. Look at that. Oh, my Lord. So the caution has come out for the 3rd time tonight, and the UAW-GM Quality 500 at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Chris Jericho's crew does just enough to hold the lead, but Trey Bardo up to 2nd in the 3 car. This will be a fun restart to watch just after the midpoint here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Green flag just at the midpoint of this race. We'll restart with 33 laps completed in this 67-lap race. About as midpoint as you can get, which is going to be oh so close on fuel. This fuel went obviously 28 to 33 laps. Can anyone try and stretch it from here? If it stays green, we'll find out over the course of these final 34 or so laps. Jericho, the 18, able to hold the lead on pit road. Bardo in second, as we've added some more cars to the retiree list. It includes Baby Rose, Mitch Corbett, and Sergio Guita. Jacob Boyd now 2 laps down. Yepes, Clifton, Edwards, Stanford Jr., and Eli Bright all 1 lap down. And Roger Ray and Luke Rainey on the tail end of the lead lap at 25th and 26th. A lot of lap down cars in front of the leaders. Only 24 on the lead lap technically, not counting the 2 on the tail end. So these leaders have a lot to deal with in front of them. Jericho, the control car for this restart. Trey Bardo up to second. Ryan Wilson for Penny Enterprise up to third. Wells is now fourth. Kukulon is fifth. There's Seidel in sixth. The lap car of Eli Bright. Then 7th place Mitchell Collins. 8th place Matthew Burnett. 9th place Conrad Evans. 10th place Keyshawn Richardson. Keegan Thompson fell back on this pit stop. He's now outside the top 15. Same story for his teammate Brett Sierra in the 25. But the cars in front of the 18. The 4, the 32, 97, 55, 2, 21. How will this one go for Jericho and the rest of the pack behind as they come down to take the green flag at the midpoint of the UAW-GM Quality 500. We're back going at the Lowe's Speedway. Well, Jericho wants the outside here. Bardo's going to try and go inside. Now the 18 fades back to try and block the 3. They'll be 3 wide. Oh, look at this contact made. The 18 up the track into the 55 and the 32. They all save it. But Bardo gets to win the lead in the 3 car. Ryan Wilson to second, Kukulon to third. Seidel flips to let the 18 in line. That was a smart move for Seidel to not go in there 3 wide because it got very hairy through 1 and 2. I thought we were going to see a massive crash at the front of the field. Could have been a lot of cars involved. But now Bardo gets to win the lead in the 3 car. Will lead left for 5 bonus points. And Keegan Thompson's back behind this mess in the 5 car. Keegan's on the outside actually, so he has a long ways to go to get clear of this. Now he's 3 wide up top. Oh, look at Williams and Stanworth. Oh, they're making some contact to the inside of Keegan Thompson. That's not what Keegan wants to see. He has to get low as quickly as possible and make sure he just stays patient around these cars because this is getting very hairy around him. Now they're 3 wide in front, making contact. Stanford Jr., Mitchell Collins. They are rubbing in front of Keegan Thompson. Even more contact made. Keegan is in a mess right now at the Lowe's Speedway, trying to fly around Boyd to get clear of that, which is basically the most hairy situation right there. He's now clear of that. Yes, the 1171 still bound pretty hard in front. Eli Bright also a little bit slower in the 8 because of some damage, so also right there in front. Thompson doing a nice job now just trying to regroup, and even if he finishes in 20th, that's a lot better than wrecking out and finishing, around 30th place or so. Some more battling up here, like Jack Haas, 700 going out with Nathan Barron, Colin Teague. This is just inside the top 10. See, Brian Spurgeon also there in the 28. Making a pass on Brett Sierra for 9th as the front 8 have gotten away. Kukulon now leads this race off Trey Bardo. As Bardo falls back to 2nd, Evans now up to 3rd, Richardson is 4th, Ryan Wilson still holding staying 5th, 3 wide. Lap car Jordan Edwards on the outside, Zajdel in the middle, inside Jericho. Some contact between the 18 and the 24 right there. These guys have been getting very, very antsy at this stage in the race. 30 laps to go, still lots of time left, but these drivers are not giving in at all in this race. Gotta give a shout once again to Nolan Lawrence. After a really good run in Martinsville, they came here and they were fastest in practice. Didn't show that qualifying pace. They actually qualified 2nd worst. Moved up to 3rd next because of 2 cars failing inspection. But here he is, top 10th, the Lowe's Speedway, just after the midpoint. Gotta love seeing Nolan Lawrence and that House Car Motorsports team running well. Very, very good to see that, especially after a good run at Martinsville. They're able to back it up here at a track where speed is really a big impact. Now for 5th, Jericho going at it with Ryan Wilson, who's had a really good run for Penny Enterprises, putting some laps inside the top 5, top 3. But Jericho moves around for 5th. Evans moves around his teammate Trey Bardo. Evans now up to 2nd. Bardo is now 3rd. Richardson up to 4th. And the 99 has been oh so close to this season. Can tonight be the night he finally gets it done? Looking low and Bardo for 3rd right here. Really good run on Trey right there. But meanwhile, it's Richardson's teammate Kukulon who leads this race for Roush Racing. 2 of the top 3 spots are Roush Racing Fords. 3 of the top 6 are Roush Racing Fords. As you have Matthew Burnett also there in 6th. So Roush Racing has had themselves one heck of a night after their qualifying efforts. All 5 of their cars started outside the top 20. The highest of them, 21st, being Colin Teague. Well, now they have 3 cars running top 6. Ford's at the top 16. Obviously, Jordan Edwards has some issues back in 29, 2 laps down, but still running. And if some more chaos happens around him, he gets some more spots. Bardo's starting to fall back on this run as Jericho moves to 4th around him. So that 3 car, if they made some adjustments here, just a set of tires, something is not agreeing with the 3 car at this moment because he's falling back a little bit right here. He's lost a few spots. Remember, he got to the lead there on the restart, but ever since then, it's kind of faded back just a few spots. Back around to 5th, but up front, the battle for the lead is tightening up. Evans is gaining on Kukulon using the draft. Remember, Luke Rennie is still out there on the lead lap. Tail end of it, he was praying a yellow was going to come out immediately because he would stay on the lead lap and get that track position back. He has to fight ahead of these leaders now to try and keep it on the lead lap. As Kukulon getting caught by Conrad Evans right here. Bardo got back to 4th by Chris Jericho. So the 18 really messed up one to allow the 3 to get by. Burnett trying to gain down the 18 along with the 24 of Zajdel. Those 7 have pulled away from Ryan Wilson. 8th is starting to fade back. There's Bardo to 9th gaining. And then 10th place is now Jack Haas. Keegan Thompson up to 11th in the 5 car. Keegan once again doing a really good job of coming back through the field after the incident. On the restart where he got put to the outside. Zajdel moves to 6th. Up front, the lead has been changed. Evans gets by the 17th Kukulon. Now Evans leads this race. Next lap car will catch Jacob Boyd and Jay Brando. They're on the front stretch. Eli Bright then the next one, then Stanford Jr. and you have Pez and some more. So they have a decent ways to go to catch the next ones, but they'll catch them, it looks like 2 at a time because it's going to be Boyd and Brando at the same time. Thompson getting by the lap car, Jordan Edwards. The Spur Tube looks on Ryan Wilson for the 8th spot right here. Spur Tube once again just showing the pace of that 28. Second in practice, 4th in qualifying. Currently top 10 in the race, going for 8th on Ryan Wilson. So once again, the speed of that 28, pretty good. Kukulon back around to the front by Conrad Evans. So another lead change here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. It's Kukulon by Evans. Richardson right now in 3rd, trying to fend off Trey Bardo in 4th. Jericho is right now in 5th. Then you have Zajdel in 6th, Burnett in 7th. Spurgeon is now 8th. Wilson is 9th, and Haas holding off 10th from Keegan Thompson. 11th, Collins is now 12th. 13th for Mathis as well. Kind of shocking there because he led a lot early on from pole. Sierra is now 14th and Mills up to 15th. Colin Teague is 16th. Evan Hunter 17th. Caden Lynn 18th. Nathan Baird 19th. And Nolan Lawrence now 20th. Hernandez is 21st. Roger Ray 22nd. Williams is 23rd. Beon Clifton Bow 24th and 25th. And then you have Luke Rennie obviously tail end of the lead lap right there in 26th. Those are the cars to be 25th. Jay Brando also about to get caught to get put his first lap down is right here. The 31 gets by the 17, but now 2 lap cars. It's Boyd and Brando. They have to catch ahead. Both are the slowest cars on the racetrack. How do the leaders negotiate this traffic? Luke Rennie, remember, tail end of the lead lap. Look at Evans, the run he has as he gets by the 21 and the 22 in one fell swoop. So really good right there for Evans to get that done. He pulls a gap off Kukulon. Bardo moves to 3rd by Richardson. Those 4 get around the 21 and the 22 at the same time. Jericho a little bit closer with Jacob Boyd than he was going to expect, but he gets around the 21 and the 22 right there off turn number 4, so he's clear of traffic. Front 5 are by the first 2 lap cars. Zajdel in 6th, looking to get by the 21 and now the 22, and we'll do just that through 1 and 2. So 6 cars have gotten away. Bardo for 2nd. Evans put Luke Rennie a lap down. Luke wants that lap back and moves to the inside of Evans. Bardo wants 2nd, and then he wants the lead from teammate Evans. 3 and 4. Bardo clears Kukulon. Can't get closer to Evans, though. Richardson 4th, trying to hang on. Jericho in 5th, trying to get up there. Zajdel in 6th. Those 6 have gotten away. Then you have Burnett in 7th. Spurgeon is 8th. Side by side in front of 9th and 10th. Brando and Boyd are. And Mitchell Collins and Keegan Thompson have nowhere to go. Just try and push one clear and hope for the best. Back up to the front. Next lap car, Eli Bright, is just ahead of the race leaders. Evans trying to keep it out front. 18 laps to go. But remember, the fuel is questionable. We went green around the midpoint. The fuel window, 28 to 33 laps. They are right on the edge of it, probably about 5 or so laps short of making it on field to the checkered flag. So the question is, how will this play into the ending of this race? Has anyone saved enough to maybe stretch it a little bit further than some other drivers? Maybe take fuel only? What will the strategy be on this final pit stop if it stays green? There's Eli Bright ahead for Luke Rennie. Moving to the inside of the quad oval. Evans also going to move to the inside. It's a nice run to Luke Rennie into turn 1. Kukulon will get by the 8. Bardo trying to find a way around the 8 car and will. Evans moves back inside of Luke Rennie. The tough break for Luke Rennie is that his car is fast enough to be bound for the lead at this moment. It's just unfortunate issues. He was back there around that accident, got involved a little bit. They wanted to come down here and make sure there wasn't too big a damage, and he got put off the tail end of the lap because he came in a lap sooner. Oh, look at Evans, how close it is now, because Kukulon, they were side by side in front of him. Kukulon really gained right there down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Now he's right in the back of the 31 at turns 1 and 2. He might move to the inside right here. Great run for Kukulon. To the inside on Evans for the lead. Side by side right there. Front six again clear of traffic as Kukulan moves by Evans and will reclaim the lead of the UAW-GM Quality 500. 15 laps to go at the line. Right up to third, clear of Luke Rainey's lap car now. Richardson, fourth place. We'll let the two in line. Two is fourth in line, but currently a lap down. Jericho and Zajdel trying to work together to gain on those front four. They've been just basically on the tail end of this draft this whole run. They're looking to get up into it, make it 6 cars under a blanket for the lead. Richardson losing some touch with the front, well, these 4 cars, the front 3. Look at Luke. These guys may be on the lead lap, but he wants to try and be ahead of the leaders in case a yellow comes out. Try and get that lap back and then get some spots on pit road. Because we know that 2 car looks pretty good. Obviously, could be fast enough to be bound for the lead at this moment if he was on the lead lap. Evans looking for the lead on Kukulan. Luke might push him into that spot as they race down the back. Evans is still down there. Kukulan to 3 and 4. Luke with a nice run through 3 and 4. Might make it 3 wide with the front 2. Evans able to clear the 17 to make sure that doesn't happen. And now Evans leads the lap, but Kukulan has a shot to the inside because the third one's down the outside because of the 2 car. Kukulan trying to get back by Evans. And will oh, yellow's out. We have a caution. Front stretch, Ryan Wilson and Jose Mills. Oh, Sierra's upside down. Oh, he got hit by Trey Bardo. Oh. A terrible crash at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Sierra back on all 4s. Big for Luke Rainey. Kept it on the lead lap in that 2. He's back in it. He'll gain a lot of spots off that one. Ryan Wilson have a good day involved. Yep, Peasant Stanford Jr. got into it at some point there. So Luke Rainey back on the lead lap. Should be able to get around the pace car right here and hopefully doesn't pit this time because he can go around and then get caught up, and then obviously if he pits here, he's going to be back tail in the lead lap. So if you're the 2 team, don't have him come in now, and that's what they're going to do. So that's not the strategy. But now, what is the strategy? Do you come in, fuel only 2 tires? I think you have to come in here. I doubt you can make it. But, oh, mixed bag. Kukulan thinks he can. Evans thinks, oh yeah, here we go. This is going to be interesting to the end right here. So some cars come in, but I would say about a third of the field thinks they can do it. Well, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have some cars on tires and with better fuel trying to come through the field with drivers on worse fuel and worse tires. This could be fun. Bardo leaves with 2 tires. Richardson will leave with 2 tires. And they should be the first 2 off pit road right here. And this is going to be a fun last run of the race. Who can make it through of these drivers that took 2 tires? And will anyone that stayed out have the fuel to make it? Oh boy. Kukulan out the lead. He has some friends that stayed out with him, but not too many. Yellow flag number 4 in the air, just with about 10 to go. Let's go see what happened. The one negative of having one of your teammates in the championship battle is right here. Sierra coming up on him and gets tight, and to try to not wreck the 5 car, the driver, his teammate in the championship fight, he turns down to Jack Haas, spinning the 25 through the grass. Haas couldn't really do anything there. That was just a chain reaction wreck. Can't really fault anyone for that one. As now Sierra comes back up the track. He's going to get clobbered by Jose Mills and Ryan Wilson. Look at that 25, how far he flew through the air upside down. Now he's on his lid just kind of traveling like that until he's going to get hit by, it looked like Jay Randall it was that hit him. Colin Teague and others get low and get by. Lawrence, oh, he hit the 25 a little bit right there. Lawrence onto the apron. Does a great job trying to save the car. And then right here, Sierra coming down the racetrack on his roof. The banking just going to take the 25 down. Their brakes are going to do nothing. Rando hits him, and Sierra goes for a ride in that 25. Oh my gosh. That is the second flip we have seen tonight. Luca Iger, the first one. Brett Sierra, the second one. What a crazy night of racing we've had. A lot of really big moves and battles up at the front, but back in the pack, it has been a war zone. And luckily for Brett Sierra, ends up on all 4 tires. But yeah, Pez at some point got spun around in this. And he and Stanward, oh, right there, he hit off Rando. And I think Stanward's going to come in Where's the 71? 71 is somewhere pretty far back, and I think he gets into the 4 via Pez right here. So we'll see that in the real time. So I'll look at Brett Sear again, the 25, flipping wildly. Another look. Sear trying to keep off his teammate. Gets down to Jack Haas. Nowhere for Wilson to go. That is a terrible impact, though, for sure. But absolutely nowhere they could go. There's Lawrence hitting off the 25, and worse is yet to come. Jake Brando hits off Sierra, who was an unsuspecting victim in that one. Then your Pez will come into it. There's the 4. He'll hit off Rando. Very hard hit right there as well. This is going to take a lot of cars out of the race. Stanward Jr. comes into it. Oh. Oh, my gosh. It's another bad impact. A terrible crash once again at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Brings a halt to the action. But the action is now with the pit strategy. A few cars stay out. A lot more come in. We have guys on 2 tires, 4 tires with more fuel. Running down drivers on old tires with less fuel. This will be a fun last run of the race. Kukulon leads teammate Keyshawn Richardson for the restart. 8 laps to go on the restart here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. This will come down to the wire to determine who wins this race. A lot of cars, more cars, out from the crash. Look at them all. The 4, 71, 22, 7, 25, 44 leaves us 20 cars on the lead lap. A lot more, a lap down or more. But here is the issue. The front 6 have stayed out on the racetrack, banking that they can make it to the end on 76 racing fuel and their tires. 7th on down came down for 2 tires or 4 tires and more fuel to make it to the end. We know Keyshawn Richardson, Trey Bardo, Matthew Burnett, Riley Spurgeon, Mitchell Collins, Caden Lynn, Wells and Teague, Lawrence and Williams, Hernandez, Hunter, Barrett and Beal can make it on fuel. The front 6 of Haas, Thompson, Zajdel, Jericho, Evans, and Kukulon are questionable after this restart. Back green, the 17th with the lead, the 31 in second. Green flag back in the air at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Jericho, a nice jump. Gets it to the inside. Eli Brandt and Jacob Boyd are slower. Look at Bardo splitting to the inside. Richardson's not going to win this race because he's stuck behind Jacob Boyd. Bardo's get by Eli Brandt quickly. Now he right there, first car on fuel and tires. The front 6 in front of him do not have anything going for them. They just need a yellow to come out here and hope that this race ends under caution. They can make it from there, maybe. Kukulon still leads. Jericho now to second. Zajdel fights to the inside. Remember, Zaidel's second in points. He has his teammate and points rival, Keegan Thompson, just behind him in 5th. But Keegan Thompson in the same boat in terms of the fuel and tires. Bardo in 7th is coming with those 2 tires and more fuel. Look at the run he has. Caden Lynn also in a position to try and steal it. Mathis Wells, Roger Ray also, along with Colin Teague. There are a lot of drivers that can still get this done. And those tires are working really well as well. Evans for second, but look at Bardo flying by Haas. He'll fly around Jericho. Bardo is up inside the top 5 with still 6 to go. He is in the best position to win this race, along with Caden Lynn. Mathis Wells might still have a shot. Colin Teague moving low on Ray. A lot of car. Look at Bardo. Gonna try and fly by one of his championship rivals, Keegan Thompson. Trying to get down there. Shuffle the 5 out. There he goes. Evans for the lead. Evans is Bardo's teammate. Look at the for the 3 car. Oh, Zaidel's in the wall back there. He'll slow up. Bardo's gonna push Evans clear and then make the move into turns 1 and 2. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end this race short. Bardo and Wells have both won this season. Bardo trying to gain points on Thompson and Zajdel. Thompson's getting rooted out of the way by tires. Yeah, pitting there was the right call. Not enough cars stayed out. Now the front 3 cars are on more tires. Bardo, Wells, Teague. And if they keep battling, more could gain. Wells for the lead. Remember, start on pole in this race. Colin Teague has never won in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. 4 laps to go. Caden Lynn, Roger Ray, all these guys up here on tires. They could have a shot. These 3 keep battling up at the front. They need them to really battle, though, and keep messing with each other. The 5, the 18, the 24, and all of them, they have faded drastically through the field on those worn tires. It is not working out well. Bardo trying to push Colin Teague clear. Teague will clear and lead. 3 laps to go. A topsy-turvy ending to the UAW-GM Quality 500. How about Riley Spurgeon? He's had a fast car all race long. Look at Thompson where he is. Look at where Jericho is. Look at where Zajdel is. All these guys fighting those worst tires and the worst fuel. Caden Lynn for 3rd. He was in a position to win the World 600 earlier this season, but lost it in the last laps. Now he can try and win this one. Looks like Luke Rennie might be coming down pit road the 2, maybe trying to just get out of the way of the lead battle. Evans has to pit as well. He's low on fuel, but up at the front. Not much time left. 2 to go. Bardo for the lead on Colin Teague. And if Keegan Thompson has issues with fuel, Thompson down 12th. If Keegan has issues, it could be a really good day for Bardo. He clears and leads. They might be side by side for a second behind, as Wells trying to get to the inside of Colin Teague. Bardo leads through 3 and 4. White flag and the UAW-GM Quality 500, but no surrender. 5 cars all together for the win. Wells is going to go low for second. That's going to hurt those drivers behind the leader, Bardo. But Wells gets a nice 1 and 2, trying to gain on the 3 car. Down the back straightaway for the final time at the Lowe Speedway. He was runner-up earlier in the season and a photo finish to Brett Sierra. This time, working through 3 and 4, he'll be the winner. Trey Bardo wins at Charlotte. Bardo gets it done. Thompson fades just at the end there. Oh boy. Trey Bardo wins his 3rd of the season at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. And Keegan Thompson gets a 15th. Bardo will gain points back. So he should be back within a race. It could have been a lot more because Keegan could have had a lot worse fuel issues. He could have not had enough fuel to make it to the end, had to pit, could have fallen lap down, lost a lot of spots. Luckily for Keegan, that did not happen. Unfortunately, Trey Bardo won this race in the 3 car. As we look at the finish results, Bardo gets it done in that number 3, his 3rd win of the season. And could this possibly be his final ever NASCAR Winston Cup Series victory? If it was, one hell of a drive for Trey Bardo here tonight. Remember, he failed inspection after qualifying, started 41st, got it done. Matthew Swells, who also failed inspection earlier this season but got a win. He ends up in 2nd, oh so close to victory. Mitchell Collins ends up in 3rd, Colin Teague in 4th, and Riley sprinted to a top 5 in the 28. So a lot of drivers we didn't really talk about at the front, they came forward at the end because of the fuel strategy. Caden ends up in 6th, Hernandez in 7th, Richardson 8th. How about Evan Hunter a top 10 and 9th, and Logan Williams a top 10 and 10th. Brandon Beal gets 11th. How about some of these runs? Matthew Burnett, Nathan Baird 12th, 13th, Kukulon 14th. The highest driver on that strategy is staying out, and then there's Keegan Thompson in 15th. Chris Jericho in 16th, Jack Haas 17th, Justin Zajdel 18th. Those drivers that strategy just did not work out at all. Nolan Lawrence last currently lap in 19th. Roger a lap down low with Conrad Evans. Noah Clifton was 2 down low on Jordan Edwards. Luke Brady and Eli Bright 5 laps down for Jacob Boyd. 27th on down out for crash damage. So we had a lot of those during the race. Obviously, Steer and Iger with their terrible flips and a lot of terrible impacts during this one. We hope everyone okay after this crazy race at the Lowe's Motor Speedway here in Concord, North Carolina. After this one, the points will definitely close in. Bardo definitely back within a race of Keegan Thompson and his points lead, but only 3 races left to make it happen for Bardo. But once again, with Keegan Thompson, this was definitely not a solid race at all. This was a very bumpy race on the road for Keegan Thompson. If he has more races like this, Bardo can close right back in. It could be right down to the wire at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. As we look forward to next race in the schedule, just 3 races left in the 3rd to last one of the season. We head out west to the Phoenix Raceway for the running of the Trekker Auto Parts 500K. That will be an interesting one for sure. That is one of the more unique tracks on the schedule, and we've seen a lot of unique circumstances happen at those types of racetracks this season. We'll see if it happens once again at Phoenix. Congratulations to the 3 team and Trey Bardo on a gutsy performance in winning here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. Tune in next week as we head to Phoenix for the 3rd to last race of the season.